I still got a shower.
All right, we'll go ahead and get started. First question will go to Cam.
Hey, what you snacking on, big dog?
World famous Gus's.
Look at him. Okay, man. Let me ask you this real quick. The second quarter, they won the second quarter yesterday. You guys came back, won the second quarter, 32-17, I think it was. Tell me about that second quarter. How you saw it?
I thought we matched their intensity. I thought we looked like the fresher team tonight. I thought our pace was great. And I thought just defensively we just shrunk the floor. We allowed too many points in the paint first matchup. Tonight, I thought we did a great job of just shutting the paint down and just making it a little tougher for them to finish.
Thanks, P.
We'll move over to Andrew.
Hey, Paul. This year, do you see a difference in the way when you guys have to make adjustments that you guys handle that Ty kind of brings it about, communicates to you guys the way you guys executed from last year? Because tonight, you guys are extremely sharp and seem to do everything he wanted. And I wasn't sure if that was kind of a hallmark of what you guys have been doing all year.
Yeah. I mean, that's what T-Lu's great. He's great at making adjustments. And, he saw what we needed to get better at the first matchup. And second matchup, he had a game plan to address what was, causing them and allowing them to score easily. But a lot of it was just us just pressuring up, playing a little bit harder, and, again, helping one another on the floor.
Okay, we'll move over to Lisa Salters.
Hey, Paul. Haven't seen you since the bubble. But just to piggyback off of that, about, with Ty, what's different with Ty at the helm? Not better or worse, but just different.
I mean, I think it's just that, I think it's just that Ty is really savvy, and again, it's just a game of adjustments. And I think that's really where T-Lu kind of shines at. It's just how well and how quick he adjusts. And, I give him a lot of credit for that. It's not easy to build habits and then try to do something else. But, we listen, we follow the game plan, and, he's been sharp with it. We executed.
Let's move over to On.
PG, super jealous of the chicken, man. That looks good. I was wondering, you've talked all season about how you guys have a brotherhood and you're building and building and building. I'm wondering about Serge. What kind of impact has he made through tough losses like last night and a win like tonight, as far as the chemistry off the court, in the locker room, that wasn't there last year? What's his biggest impact?
Serge is just a positive dude. Everything is for the love of the game. Literally everything he does is for the love of the game. He constantly wants to be better. He constantly wants to kind of hash out and get to the bottom of things. He always is willing to learn and figure things out. And that's great. It's great when you have that positive energy in the locker room, whether we win, whether we lose. He's pretty even killed. And, he's almost like a coach. He's an additional coach on the team. Where he always just gives his input. And I think whether he's right or wrong, I think what just makes it so good is that, he starts and sparks a conversation, and we just go from there.
Thank you.
We'll move over to Farbot.
Hey, PG. It seems like every night we get like a quiet 30 points from Kawhi that, nobody seems to really pay attention to him. When you look at the NBA's MVP standings, he's ranked 6th. He's not even top 5 right now. And it seems like they always have a different excuse every time, whether it's the back-to-backs or the Clippers are too stacked, they can't consider him as an MVP. What is your message to people you've been seeing that, aren't really giving Kawhi as much credit as he should be getting in the MVP conversation?
Yeah, I mean, I think, it's because, I don't know, whether he's not flashy to people. But, I mean, he's effective. When you talk about a guy that goes on the floor and is 100% committed to winning and, winning at all costs, And you got to take that into account. The MVP is about the most valuable player. And, this team wouldn't be where we're at without Kawhi on that floor. Again, it surprised me tonight. I know he had 30. But, he's just super reliable, super effective. It's almost calming having him on the floor, knowing, whenever things getting rocky, teams make runs, he's the guy that kind of just settles things and kind of just, on his own, he just slows the game down. He has a really good job of just controlling the game. So, I don't know if his roster is the reason why he's not getting the votes or he's not getting the recognition. There's a lot of guys that are ahead of him that have pretty good rosters as well. But, hopefully, his resume over this year, the media, voters, whoever makes that call, they'll take that into account.
We have time for a few more. We'll move over to Miriam.
Hey, Paul. Obviously, big games in this league come fast and furious, but you guys got another big one against Milwaukee in a day and a half. Any thoughts on that showdown?
Yeah, it'd be another fun matchup. It's always fun playing against Milwaukee. They had our number last year. And so, we remember that. We're fielding to match up with them. They're one of the better teams in the East. And, it's another great stepping stone for this group to play another good team and, challenge them, take our spot and continue to keep growing.
Let's move over to Law.
Paul, you discussed before how much fun it is to basically find your teammates throughout the game, all different ways throughout the game. I wanted to talk about your last assist to Serge. You haven't played a lot of fourth quarter minutes with Serge Ibaka this season. How does his presence help you guys, especially considering you found him for a dunk in that fourth quarter? And just how are you continuing to develop your sense of how the game's going and just finding different guys throughout?
Well, I think first and foremost, what allows me to find guys is just being in attack mode and putting two on the ball. Anytime I'm able to attack, get two guys guarding me, that is the easy part. It's just finding who's open. But it's just great to have Serge because he can pop in, he can roll. And, he's somebody teams out there got to guard. You got to find him because he shoots the ball well. And he can finish well. So, anytime we can find him, whether it's a pick or a pop, give the ball to him on a pop or on a roll, allow him to make the plays. And then we got floor space with shooters. So it's a pick your poison kind of deal when you got Serge on that floor.
And we'll close out with Lisa.
Yeah, Paul, you guys are at your best when you're doing what?
When we're sharing the ball. We're at our best when we're sharing the ball. The ball is moving from side to side. Tonight was a 34-assist game. That's when we're at our best. The ball's flying. We're really hard to guard.
Thanks.
All right, thanks, Paul. That's all I have for you. Go back to enjoying your
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good chicken.
Yes, sir.